Hi, this video is to show you how to do online giving for the First Congregational United Church of Christ in Downers Grove. The first thing you need to do is take out your computer. You can do this on your phone as well, but I'm going to show you how to do it with a computer. And use your phone or computer and type in the church website address, which is www.uccdg.org. Put it in there. The church website should come up. On the left-hand side is the menu bar with all the different choices. I'm going to choose Give. That's where we go for online giving. You can see we have lots of choices. We have the Amazon Smile and the Shop with Script, but we have Give Online. That's where we want to go. So we're going to click on the green button here. The green button brings us up to a new window. And this new window is where we do our online giving. It's for online donation. Okay. It's got many different options for different types of donations we can do. We can give to the general operating fund. We can just type in the number here. This box here is if we want to make a note. We want to describe why or how we're giving. Okay. That's actually a note that the bookkeeper can see if you choose to enter it. If you want to give a gift in memory of a loved one, you can enter the dollar amount here and put the name of the loved one here so that the pastor and the bookkeeper know who the gift is a memorial of. For a holiday offering, say for Easter or Christmas, you'd put in the amount you want to give here. And again, if it's in memorial of someone that you care about, you can put that here also. For a youth event sponsorship, say you have a son or daughter that wants to go to, say, a sleepover or an event that the church is sponsoring, you can actually pay that here. That's kind of a nice thing. But you pay it here and you write the name of the person that you want to sponsor, or it can be someone else in the church that you want to sponsor. Capital fund, if you want to contribute to the upkeep of the building specifically, or to other expenditures that have to do with the building. One great hour of sharing, several times a year, we have projects that have to do with the one great hour of sharing. You put those in here. You can put the name of the project here if you want to put that next to it. So once you've decided who you want to donate to, you say how often you want to make those donations, if it's a one-time donation or if you want to make those donations each month. And you put the date you want that to start at. You can type that date in if it's this listed, or you can choose from a calendar. You can use these arrows to move back and forth through the calendar to find the date that you want to make that donation. So let's say we want to make a $100 donation to the general operating fund. We want to make that donation monthly, and we want to start it on the 3rd of April of this year. Once we put all those things in, we click continue, and then we enter our information. We can put our name here. We can put our address in, our city, our state, and our zip code. Those are required. You can add your phone number and your email address if you choose to. Then they ask how you want to pay, and you have some options here. One is to use a credit or a debit card, something that you couldn't do before. You can't do, say, in the collection plate. You can use your Visa, MasterCard, Discover, or American Express. You type in your 16-digit card number. You put the expiration date, and you put in the name of the card holder. Now, when you use a credit or a debit card, the company that processes the cards for us charges the church 2.75% for that processing. So one choice you have is to actually give an additional 2.75% to cover that fee. If you click that box, if you look up here on the top right, I'm going to scroll here. You can see that it added that extra $2.75 to cover the extra part of my $100 donation. That way I know the church will get the whole $100, and I've covered the extra part of that credit card donation. And use the same address as above. If your billing address is your donating address, you put that there as well. If you use your checking account, You put in at the end they put a little picture of a check to show you. You put in your routing number, the first number on the bottom left-hand part of the check. Then your account number after that. You don't have to put another number. You don't have to give it a check number. Okay. So you put that in. If you put those in, the church, they incur, I think, a 45-cent fee as it is now. It's not a very significant fee. That's one way that you can give that way. And it's the same kind of thing. They're the same numbers you'd give to, say, ComEd when you're paying your power bill, or to Nicor when you're paying your gas bill. So the same things you would enter there as well. You can also your savings account. But the savings account routing number is something that we usually don't think about when we think about our savings accounts. They say on the website here, contact your financial institution for routing number. It's generally the same as your checking account routing number, but you do want to make sure that's the case before you enter it. Just like all things that we do on the computer, we have to say, I'm not a robot, and then we would click the process button here at the bottom. Now I want to point out that it says, do you want to save your profile before continuing? So what is that about? Well, you can create a little account that will keep track of all of the different payments that you make. That's an option that you have. Okay. I'll show you how to do that, and I'll show you what that looks like if you have an account. If we go back to the initial thing here, if you put any email address here, I'm just going to put an email address here. Oops, sorry. I meant to put it down here in the profile box. Okay. Then you just put an email address down here, your email address. And you have to put it twice. You click continue once you put your email address in twice. Then again, just like the other part, you enter all of your information here. Okay. Put your address, your city, your state, your zip. One nice thing about doing this is that the next time you log in, if you want to make a donation, you don't have to enter all that stuff again. Phone number if you want that, email, and a password, just like all the other times that all the other passwords that we have in our lives. Again, it's an 8-character password. It has to have letters and numbers. It doesn't have to have upper and lower case, but it can. It doesn't have to have special characters, but it can. They just can't be an asterisk, a quotation sign, and a greater than sign. Those are the ones you can't use. It says they cannot be reused. So once you use a password, if you do a password reset, it'll have to be a new password. You can't use any password multiple times, it turns out. Now, I've already made an account, and I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to log into it just so you can see what that account looks like. So I'm putting in my email address, putting in my password. I click there, and you can see that it shows you actually shows you my scheduled transactions. Okay. I scheduled $10 to go to the general operating fund, so you can see what that looks like. Those are the ones I've scheduled. I can schedule what my future transactions are going to be like. Okay. I can put in my transaction history, so it'll show me all the transactions that I've ever made. Okay. I can change the date range, so I can see all the transactions I've made for any fund. I can show all the missions trips ones that I've done. I can show all the times I've offset the processing fee, all the different things that I've done to give to the church. And I can rank them. And it's nice because if I want to go back and look to see, oh, did I give last month? Did I give the amount I meant to give last month? It's a way to check. So those are all the different ways you can give and how you can keep track of them. You can see what having a profile does, how to make a profile, and what you'd see when you entered your profile. I hope this gives you more confidence about making an account and being comfortable giving to the church in this manner. It makes it easier. You don't have to bring your checkbook for everything, and it makes you able to think about the types of gifts you'd like to make to support the missions and the things the church does that are meaningful to all of us. Thank you for watching.